Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. The conference opener in the SEC for both of these teams. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Free-staters David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Kentucky got one of the bright young stars in the college football universe. Will Stein has done a fantastic job for the last several years as the Oregon offensive coordinator. Now an opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats back on top as contenders in the South. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Keelan Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. From the red zone, it's Hill. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Russell, bringing the heat. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense. They said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out. But we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays. And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The kick is on its way. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense changing the play. Keelan Russell. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Goes high to pull it in. Loose in the middle. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
14, Kentucky, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game. And he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
There's a crease. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. On the move from inside his 5. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game. And the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Holly, thank you. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Gilmore. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Number 91 on the field.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roughing call gives this offense a first down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know.
Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll send out the kicker here. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throwing Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he added the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying out to the left. All the way. Touchdown tie. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Barnes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Making side adjustments here. Russell. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. The run inside. It's Barnes. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 40. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Hidden just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Keelan Russell. They're working that left side. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The short hands. It's Edwards. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Under fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give on the counter. He breaks a tackle. All kinds of room to the right. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
In the red area, it's Barnes. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll run the counter. Breaks the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Gets the first himself. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Keeps looking downfield. And this one's not working. Just throw it away.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Russell to throw for it on fourth. Moving out to the right. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just triples to the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
That's caught. It's Gilmore. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Russell on play action. Gonna let it fly. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Allie, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coach Stein told me coming out of the locker room, one of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
Okay, Ollie.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for space. It's Barnes. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Working the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wildcats. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Tide ready to roll on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Throwing Russell. Looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
What? You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Back to throw, it's Russell. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Russell. Swings it out to the flat. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a... Turn on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to...
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Mack. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Finds his big tight end. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Mack. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Throwing, Mack. Here comes the heat. He's got him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's Barnes. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Gives it on the option. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Now they're going to throw it. Complete. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Buys a little time. Crosses the 35. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And that one's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This was one of the primary storylines going into this one. How productive would these two wide receivers be? Both of them have scored touchdowns, and we have a quarter to go. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Austin Mack. Got a man. It's Hill. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Might be changing the route. Fourth down, Austin Mack. Throws to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Again, it's Mack. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, they take a shot down the field.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Mack unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Personal foul. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he made the extra point without problem. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Fires to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Mack. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make...
Turning it on! They're able to ride him down, but not before he has ripped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to... really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for him, and getting him on the ground.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.